With the bull run coming up, if you play your cards right, you could potentially change your life. And this tweet by InnerDev basically explains what to do. I want to get into more detail about these points. Let's start off with number 1. Take the gain. If it's still invested, it's not a real gain yet. Obviously sell. If you feel euphoria, taking screenshots, there's crazy large candles, that shouldn't be happening this high up. Just sell. It's already over. You know the basics. Number 2, let the win sink in. Do not start spending immediately. You achieve something suddenly, which does not happen to many, and you actually took profit. So you allow yourself some time to adjust to the life-changing event. Pretty self-explanatory. Log off for a couple of days and months depending on how big the win is and how happy you are, you know, pull in a seam and never come back. Number 3, go on long walks, exercise, relax, meditate, and don't touch the money for a while or worry about how to invest it, etc. Take a break from crazy crypto and X screens. Really let the win sink in. Crypto detox. It's important to really realize what you just achieved and take a look into the real world and realize that what you did is a true blessing. You know, comparison is really the thief of joy, so make sure you are grateful for what you got, even if it's not what you expected or how much you wish you got. Just be grateful regardless. Yeah, we're often desensitized to money in these echo chambers due to P&Os we see daily, so yeah, you might see somebody make a mill off freaking new lane and be like, damn, I gotta grind harder, but logging off really grounds yourself, and it's probably the best thing to do in situations like a bull run. So yeah, just crypto detox. Number 4, do not start spreading the news that you are rich. Not in real life, not to your friend, not on CT. Jealousy and hate will come your way if you start shouting it from the rooftop. Don't be too flashy, don't be flexing on the timeline, and don't rub it into people's faces how much you made. In this volatile space, you can lose everything just as fast as you made it. So make sure you put out content that actually helps people instead of just flexing. But you could also flex too. Could be some life fuels for some people. So alright, number 5, once the wind has settled down, you will realize you now have more material options in life. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be more content, and that contentment can only really be found inside. So start an inner practice to calm yourself. It will help you deal better with the temptations of being rich. You have to realize that material possessions aren't everything. Probably one of the hardest pills to swallow, especially with the flex culture CT pushes. And without mental happiness, you won't be happy with the physical. And here I have some books that I recommend for your mental health and for you to better understand yourself. So I have Epictetus, Discourses and Selected Writings. This is basically a philosophy book about specifically Stoicism, and it talks about how just accept what you can change and just focus on your actions solely. And number 2 is Existentialism is a Humanism. It's basically about how there's really no meaning to life and you create your own meaning in life, and a really important realization, because without it you're just going to be following your material desires. And Man and His Symbols by Carl Jung. It's a psychology book, and this is a really good book talking about your mind in a more complex way. It's basically going deep into your subconscious and understanding yourself more. All of these 3 books are mainly to help you understand yourself more, help out people close to you in need if that feels right for you, and get some quality perks of being wealthy. So that's like good food, good health insurance, things like that. Caring for your physical is just as important as caring for your mentals. And peak bull run, you won't really be going outside much, so it's important for you to treat your body good during/after the fact to make up for it. Touch grass and see some sunlight, please. Start improving your material life slowly. Do not go overboard spending. Ask yourself, what are you really passionate about? What would really improve your quality of life and creative satisfaction in life? And slowly spend some money towards this goal without losing yourself in ego temptations. And a way to do this is to ask yourself, what were you doing before all this? An example, I was making gaming content / making beats and just filming and editing, taking photos and stuff. So that's really my passion and why I'm really getting into this crypto stuff to begin with. I want to fuel my passions and I want to fully creatively express myself, and understanding why you're doing it in the first place is really important, so you don't just feel empty chasing materialistic things when you do get the money. With this newfound free time, you need to have a creative outlet or else you won't be truly fulfilled. Money needs to be a bridge to the greater. So now this is easier said than done, because for most of us CT takes up all our time, so it's hard to connect to what you used to be passionate about. Number 8, educate yourself on diversifying assets so you can maintain this sudden financial wealth long term. Do not start putting it all back into risky crypto, for example, and just don't put it all back into crypto. Make sure it's something that you could hold long term and it will compound. For example, the S&P 500 and stuff like that. Just learn about broader financial markets. All roads lead to your mental. Without a good mental, just projections on the outside world will be unfulfilling, so you have to have a fulfilled mental state to be happy in this life. So yeah.